camping remotely. Little tricks to what I do. There's a tent set up. Clearest patch of area around the tent. Goes up to a higher elevation. Brush I gathered up and stacked around behind the tent. Game camera set up right there in the middle of the screen over the most open patch. Brush right in front of the tent stacked up. Pieces of rope going across, just a little, it makes it a little harder to get through the brush. Gives a little bit of a boundary point. Loose sticks and brush and little pockets to hide in. Behind the tent, I stacked up all kinds of brush, threw some loose sticks. Piece of rope, some fishing line strung between tree to tree. Ropes strung between tree to tree behind my tent. Also fishing line in between that. Got 30-pound test. Really bright spotlight to light up my tent if something gets too close at night. And that runs a wire down the tree underneath this log into the back of my tent to where I have a small battery that all I have to do is touch the terminals and it lights up the whole area. Custom made, very bright. Perfect ambush section for me if I weren't actually set up to block something from getting through, or at least slow it down so I know what's there. And we'll come around to the back side of the tent, go over to the side. Nice another open area. Fishing line with homemade bells and things to go off if something touches it. Covered this whole area from that tree to that tree. Gives me a little bit of a heads up. Another opening here. I stacked up some brush and sticks. Covers the sound, so if something tries to get through and around my traps, I can hear the cracking of sticks and brush and stuff. Nice little area here. Goes right down to the pond. And the little icing to the cake. Right up there. Surveillance on my tent. With cords running down. It goes all the way to the tent. Stays on the terminal all night long on the battery. And all day. Infrared. And that's pretty much the tent setup.